What is going on, everybody? It's New York Sports Hub here, back at it with another NFL video. Now, I'm going to be making a video about Raheem Mostert requesting a trade from the San Francisco 49ers. And the 49ers were the NFC champions last year, and Raheem Mostert was one of their best offensive pieces for the Niners last year. And Raheem Mostert is now requesting a trade. So I'm going to be making a video about what teams I think could have a lot of interest in him. So I'm going to go over, a couple teams that I think could have interest in him that may want to go out and sign him. So I'm going to list a couple teams, and the first team that came to my mind when I heard this news was the Bucs, because the Bucs are a team that hasn't really had a great running back. And the Bucs, they had Doug Martin in the past, they've had Peyton Barber in the past. Running backs that haven't really been great. But the Bucs really don't have a good running back right now. They have Ronald Jones, who was decent for them last year, but he's not really a star running back. So I think Raheem Mostert's definitely a fit for them, for Bruce Arians and the Bucs. I think that's definitely a team that could want to go out and sign him. The Bucs already have three really good receivers, with Evans and Godwin. They also have O.J. Howard. They signed Rob Gronkowski. They have Cameron Brate as well. The Bucs already have a really good offense. And if the Bucs went out and signed Raheem Mostert, the Bucs could have one of the best offenses in the NFL. They already have one of the best offenses in the NFL. And with the signing of Raheem Mostert, one of the most underrated running backs in the league, I think the Bucs could have an amazing offense this year. And I think the Bucs are definitely a good fit for Raheem Mostert. I think he could definitely sign there. Another team that I think Raheem Mostert could definitely sign with is the Patriots. And the Patriots are a team that doesn't really have a running back right now. The Patriots do have Sony Michel, but Sony Michel's kind of an average running back. I think they re-signed Rex Burkhead, but he's more like a receiving back. So the Patriots really don't have like a star running back on that team right now. I think Raheem Mostert is a pretty decent fit for New England. I think they could definitely go out and sign him, another running back. I don't see New England as one of the top teams to sign him, but I definitely think he's a possibility to go to New England. And another team that I think he can definitely sign is the LA Rams. And the Rams are a team that I think he is most likely to sign with, because the Rams lost their star running back in Todd Gurley. I definitely think the Rams are a possibility to go out and sign him. The Rams, once again, he does play in the same division as the Niners. The Rams and the Niners both play in the NFC West. And maybe Raheem Mostert wouldn't want to sign there. But I definitely think the Rams are a possibility to sign Raheem Mostert. I think they're the front runners to sign him. And the Rams, once again, they lost Todd Gurley. I don't think they have C.J. Anderson anymore. I'm not sure. But the Rams really don't have a running back right now. That's one of their biggest needs. And the Rams are definitely a team I think can make the playoffs. I definitely think they have playoff potential. They made the Super Bowl 2 years ago. And I think if Jared Goff can improve, I think that if their receivers can get better, they have Cooper Kupp. And, they have Jared Higbee, who's a pretty decent tight end. They have some pretty decent offensive pieces. I think if Raheem Mostert can go over to the Rams to pair up with Cooper Kupp, I think the Rams can have a pretty decent offense. And I think the Rams, if the Rams can improve their offense, I think the Rams can definitely be a playoff team in 2020. They already have Aaron Donald on the defense, who's definitely the best defensive player in the league. I think if they went out and signed Mostert, I think they can definitely improve their offense a ton. I think Raheem Mostert could definitely be the Rams are definitely a team that could fit well for Raheem Mostert. The Rams are definitely a team I could definitely see him going to. And if you look at the NFC East, I don't really see any team really in the NFC East that could go out and sign him. I don't really see the Giants as a team that would want to sign a running back right now. They already signed Dion Lewis. They already have Wayne Gallman. The Giants don't really need a backup running back right now, to back up Saquon Barkley. They already got Dion Lewis. They really don't need a backup running back right now. A running back is definitely not one of the Giants' needs. It's definitely a pass rusher and an edge rusher. Definitely the Giants' needs right now, not a running back. The Redskins, I could maybe see as a team. The Redskins don't really have great receivers besides Terry McLaurin. Maybe they could use him as a receiving back, but they already have Adrian Peterson, Darius Geis, so I don't really see him going to Washington. And the Eagles are a team I don't really see him signing. They do only have one running back with Miles Sanders, but I don't know. I don't really see the Eagles as a team either, and I definitely don't see the Cowboys as a team. They already have Zeke and Pollard, so I definitely don't see Dallas as a team he could sign with. So once again, the main teams I could definitely see Mostert signing with are the Rams, Bucs, and Patriots. What teams do you think Mostert could sign with? Put it down in the comments below. And if there are any Niners fans watching this video, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Mostert, are you going to miss him? Because Mostert was one of the main offensive pieces for the Niners. And the Niners already traded away their main running back in Matt Breida. They traded him to the Dolphins. And I always thought Matt Breida is a very, underrated running back. I think Matt Breida is pretty solid. I think he can do pretty good things down there in Miami. But I always thought he was pretty solid. But with the losses of Breida and Mostert, that's going to be a big blow to that Niners offense. I think that could definitely be a case of why the Niners could definitely have a sophomore slump, Super Bowl hangover this year. And the Niners are a team, maybe they miss the playoffs. I don't see that happening. And maybe the Niners miss the playoffs this year because the Niners really don't have any good offensive players besides George Kittle. It's kind of the same situation with the Eagles. The Eagles, they have Carson Wentz, who's a solid quarterback, but they also have Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is really the only good offensive piece on that team. And if the Niners lose Raheem Mostert, maybe the Niners are a team to have a really disappointing year in 2020, because the Niners are a team that I already think definitely could have a Super Bowl hangover this year. And I think with the loss of Raheem Mostert, I think that means the San Francisco 49ers could definitely have a big Super Bowl hangover this season. So what are your thoughts, on the Niners going into next year? Put it down in the comments below. What are your thoughts on Mostert requesting a trade? Do you think do you not think he'll leave San Fran? Do you think he'll stay? And what if he was going to get traded? What teams do you think he'll get traded to? Personally, the teams I think he would get traded to would be the Bucks, the Rams, and the Patriots. Those are the three main teams I could definitely see him signing. Now, there's probably other teams that could definitely want to sign him, maybe like Jacksonville, like maybe some bad teams could want to go out and sign him, maybe like Jacksonville, because they don't really have a running back right now. They have Leonard Fournette. I think the Jaguars were in trade talks of trading Leonard Fournette, so maybe they want to go out and sign Raheem Mostert, but I don't really see Jacksonville as a team because they're so bad, and Jacksonville's, rebuilding, so I really wouldn't see Jacksonville want to go out and sign him because they're rebuilding. And, maybe he'd go to a better team, maybe like the Ravens, because they already have Mark Ingram down there in Baltimore, and maybe they want to go with two running backs down there in Baltimore. They don't really have a receiver. The Ravens don't really have any great receivers down there in Baltimore, and maybe they could, the Ravens could bring in Mostert as a receiving back, to be one of their main receivers. But overall, the Rams, the Bucks, and the Patriots are the three main teams I could see him signing with. What teams do you think he could sign with? Put it down in the comments below. And, yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.